My name is Phil Woodward. I am a philosophy professor at Valparaiso University. During the quarantine, I have been reading Little Women by Louisa May Alcott for the first time. It was on my bedstand because, it had just been made into a film again, and I'd never read it, never seen any of the films, and I figured I should get the story from the author, not from a filmmaker interpreting it. But I found it to be particularly fitting during this time. The story, if you're not familiar, is about the four March sisters growing up in Massachusetts during the 1860s. Actually, as the novel begins, the Civil War is occurring, and their father is away fighting with the Union Army. But that's not what the story's about. It's about the dramas are domestic dramas. It's about life in the home, and I don't know if this is true of you. It's probably true of you as it is with me, that life has sort of narrowed to the domestic, and I'm reminded of the poignancy and profundity of life in the home, that this is where real life happens. This is flourishing. Another thing about it that I've really appreciated is that the characters are the same age as my students, and they're going through this growth process from adolescence into young adulthood. The four sisters are very different from each other. They each have their own vivid, distinct personality, and each is prone to certain vices. But as they grow and in moral character and develop virtue, they don't become more alike. They maintain their individual difference, but acquire this beauty of moral character. And this doesn't happen naturally. It happens by hard work on their part and good guidance as they grow. And it reminds me of the seriousness of my responsibility as someone who walks with students in these crucial formative years of their lives. The book is, above all, I think, a book about love, about the ennobling power of love between siblings, between spouses, within the family, within the community. And at a time when America is so polarized and also going through a crisis, it seems to me that this message is really important, this simple message that we must love one another well. And we must do so by knowing one another, by being in community with one another. If we can't learn to love one another, we're going to be struggling for a long time. So I am reminded that love makes all the difference. So I commend this book to you as one who's sort of late to the game. Thanks for listening.